Declare this meeting of the Conshohocken Borough Council duly open and ready to conduct any business that may come before it. Could everyone stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Steph, could you do roll call?
Yes. Councilmember Totino.
Present.
Councilmember Serna.
Here.
Councilmember Kingsley.
Present.
Councilmember Barton.
Here.
Councilmember Elam.
Present.
Vice President Sokolowski.
Here.
President Leonard.
Here.
Mayor Aronson.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie. The first item on the is there any public comment this evening on any of the agenda items? There is no public comment for the agenda items. The first item on the agenda is the consent agenda. The first item is approve and adopt the November 2nd and November 16th regular meeting minutes and the November 2nd special meeting minutes. So for council this evening, the motion is to approve and adopt the November 2nd, November 16th regular meeting minutes and the November 2nd special meeting minutes.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is the November ending treasurer's report and accounts payable. So if council is inclined this evening, the motion is to approve and adopt the November ending treasurer's report and accounts payable in the amount of $1,089,718.73.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is approve and adopt the fiscal year 2023 budget. I'm going to turn this over to Ms. Checo for a review before our motion.
Thank you, President Leonard. Moving into the 2023 fiscal year, I just wanted to highlight the year-end estimated fund balances as of 12/31. For a general fund, that will be approximately $18.9 million. For streetlight, that will be approximately $190,000. Fire will be around $79,000. Library, $392. Park and Rec at $872,000. Capital at approximately $1,770,000. Debt service at $495,000. Capital reserve at an estimated $5,384,000. Liquid fuels at $319,000. Home at $149,000. Economic development at $12,000. Merriwood Park at $61,000. An operating reserve at $881,000. Those are estimates, forecasted estimates at close of year for fund balance, for all of our fund balances for all of our operating funds.
Thank you, Stephanie.
You're welcome.
So the motion would be to approve and adopt the fiscal year 2023 budget.
I'll make that motion. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is approve and adopt Ordinance 13-2022 to levy real estate tax for 2023 and fix the rate thereof. So the motion is to approve and adopt Ordinance 13-2022 to levy real estate tax for 2023 at 4.5 mils.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next items are under unfinished business. The first one is consider approving and authorizing advertisement of the 2023 meeting schedules for the Borough Council and Borough Boards and Commissions. So if council is inclined this evening, the motion is to approve and authorize advertisement of the 2023 meeting schedules for the Borough Council, the EAC, Marywood Park Commission, and the Planning Commission.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is consider reappointing applicants to borough boards and commissions. So this will be one motion. The motion is to reappoint the following: Bob Maloney to the EAC, Liz McNeil to the Planning Commission, George Bass to the Sewer Authority Board, Holly Hulse to the Vacancy Board, Alan Chmielewski to the Zoning Hearing Board, and Marlo Dowman to the Zoning Hearing Board. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is consider approving an addendum to the Animal Control Officer Agreement with Gay Waltz Animal Control. So if council is inclined this evening, the motion is approve an addendum to the Animal Control Officer Agreement with Gay Waltz Animal Control.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next items on the agenda are under new business. The first one is consider approving the combined police collective bargaining agreement. So the motion this evening for council is to approve the combined police collective bargaining agreement, which includes the existing collective bargaining agreement and all agenda thereto contingent upon final review and approval by the borough manager and the borough solicitor.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is consider authorizing the Montgomery County St. Patrick's Parade Committee to hold the 2023 Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade in Conshohocken. So the motion, if council is inclined, is to authorize the Montgomery County St. Patrick's Parade Committee to hold the 2023 Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade in Conshohocken on Saturday, March 11th, with a rain date of March 25th.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is consider approving a 2023 annual Country 5K, Classic 5K. So the motion is approve the 2023 annual Country Classic 5K to be held on Saturday, March 11th, with a rain date of March 25th.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next thing for council to consider is approving 340 East 9th Avenue Financial Security Release Number 2 and the final in the amount of $14,952.40. So the motion for council this evening is approving 340 East 9th Avenue Financial Security Escrow Release Number 2 final in the amount of $14,952.40.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item for council is consider approving 51 Washington Street Financial Security Escrow Release Number 2 in the amount of $1,001,281.95. So if council is inclined, approving 51 Washington Street Financial Security Escrow Release Number 2 in the amount of $1,001,281.95.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is consider approving a lease agreement with the Sewer Authority for the use of office space at Borough Hall. I'll turn this over to Mr. Peters to review before the motion.
Thank you, President Leonard. The proposed lease agreement involves the front conference room space that's up immediately adjacent to the borough's offices on the second floor of this building. It would be leased to the Sewer Authority for their office space. The approximate square footage is around 400 square feet, and the lease also provides that they would have access to this meeting room for the public meetings, which is a much nicer space to hold those public meetings than their current space. That use would be on the fourth Tuesday of the month, and such other times as the authority needs, as agreed to with the borough. They would have access to the small conference room that's located adjacent to where the 400 square feet is. That would simply be subject to the borough's existing scheduling calendar. They would be made subject to the master lease, which controls this building. The proposed term is for 5 years, ending 12/31/2017, subject to termination by either party at any time upon 6 months' notice. The goal in terms of rent and other charges is that they will simply pay their fair share of the cost of this building, so that includes paying their share of common area maintenance expenses for the 400 square feet. The lease provides, just because it's a little unique that we're renting a space that right now is just a conference room within the Borough suite, so the lease provides that there's an opportunity to reanalyze the costs associated with them being up there, and the parties agree to work in good faith to ensure that their presence in this building doesn't result in increased expense to the Borough. There is a requirement that they obtain the same insurance that the Borough has with respect to this building. If any utilities up there become separately metered, they would be responsible for their utilities, otherwise they would pay their fair cost against a particular formula. And otherwise, the lease requires that they follow all rules and regulations established by the Borough, and then it otherwise contains all of our normal language about indemnification. The alterations to the space need to be approved by the Borough ahead of time. So it's as straightforward a lease as we could come up with, recognizing that the two entities are closely related and have similar interests. So the Borough's not trying to make a profit off of them being in that space. All that's suggested by this lease is that they pay their fair share, so that the cost of their being here appropriately falls on their ratepayers instead of the Borough taxpayers under your purview. So the lease will be batted back and forth a couple more times between us and the authority, but the substance of it is done. So if you're inclined this evening, we would be looking for approval of the lease subject to final review of staff meeting.
Thank you, Mike. So the motion for council this evening is to authorize the approval of a lease agreement with the Sewer Authority for the use of office space at Borough Hall, contingent upon final review and approval by Borough Manager and the Borough Solicitor.
And just to clarify to everyone, the reason why this was looked at was security issues for people going down into the plant, as well as the need for additional space for storage. So there was going to need to be some type of renovation to make that happen. So this ended up being a viable option to solve both of those issues for the Sewer Authority.
Thank you, Tina.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Before I go to public comment, I'd like to go back to the consent agenda, item D. I'm sorry, Stephanie, would you like to explain the mills per fund? Just for the record, so we have it.
Sure. The general fund millage, you caught me off guard.
I'm sorry. I know I missed
So our
it.
total millage is basically for 2023 is 4.5. They're broken out into specific funds. Your general fund is 3.3483 mils. Your street light is 0.1677. Your library is 0.0836. Your fire is 0.1254. Your debt service is 0.7750. Altogether, they equal 4.5.
Thank you,
And that,
Stephanie.
again, to clarify, is no tax increase moving into 2023.
Thank you. I'm sorry I had
Thank
to
you.
backtrack for that.
Quite all right.
Okay. So is there anyone in the audience for public comment this evening? Okay. Mayor Aronson?
Thank you, President Leonard. So a very busy few weeks here in the borough. We released our final results from the house decorating contest. So thank you to all the residents who participated and everyone on council who took the time to judge. I think even just driving here tonight, it was awesome to see all the residents' houses lit up. We also had the senior holiday lunch, which was absolutely packed, and it was just wonderful to catch up with our seniors and hear what's on their minds and what they're doing for the holidays. So thank you to all the restaurants that supported and to the staff at the Fellowship House for putting that wonderful event on. And then finally, on a very frigid Monday, we had our menorah lighting. I was so happy to see every single council person show. Fire Chief, Sergeant Connor was there from the PD. It was just a wonderful night and a lot of support from our residents. So thank you to our staff for maintaining the menorah, and for Chabad of Lafayette Hill for helping us to organize every year. And with that, I wish everyone a happy holiday, and baby dependent, I will see you in January.
Thank you, Unique. Stacy?
I just wish everybody a happy holidays and happy New Year.
Thank
you.
you.
Same here. Happy holidays, happy new year. Be safe.
Thank you, Nita. Kathleen?
For me, happy holidays.
Okay, so I have kind of a nerdy milestone. This is my first year as a council member, my first time voting and helping pass a budget, and I've heard from much more experienced people this phrase, show me your budget and I'll show you your priorities. And I'm proud that our budget shows our priorities are improving public safety and maintaining the high level of public services that continue to make this a great place to live. And our budget is balanced, showing great fiscal responsibility. So, and we did this without increasing millage, aka taxes. So this is a wonderful conclusion to a very exciting first year.
Thank you, Adrian. Good job. A lot of learning this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year.
thank you. And I will say the same to everyone. Have a happy holiday. It was a wonderful year. It was nice getting to know all the new council people and work with them. Everyone did a great job. It seems to be working well with everyone, and we are proud of that and the administration for all their hard work all year also. We truly appreciate that. And also Mr. Peters, our solicitor, who always does a great job. And we appreciate that also. And having our police department in the back. So, do you have anything this evening?
No, I'm just stalling out, thank you.
Okay. I do usually ask Chief Metz, so since you are here, I will ask instead, but thawing out. Wait till the next couple days. Okay. You have something? No. Meeting adjourned.